I will get through this. Listen to me and listen to me good. You have a wonderful life in front of you, right in this very moment. And it's key you realize that all the good things are laid out on the path ahead and not the path behind. What you did back there has nothing to do with what is about to happen. In fact, all you did back then was to learn the lessons that were necessary to get you where you needed to go. Even if you've messed up your life completely to this point, it's never too late to turn it all around. Your attitude is the steering mechanism you need to get back on track or to stay on track. Whatever you focus on, that's what you're going to continue to multiply and expand in your life. But if you focus on what you don't have, if all you can do is point out the negative things in your life, then you're going to expand that and get more of the same. You see, some people, all they can do is complain. And let's be frank, we've all had experiences in our lives that if we permit, they will continue to weigh us down and keep us trapped. They are holding us down, siphoning our potential to give and to contribute in life. If we continue to carry all of these things, we can never be open to the love, the abundance, and the opportunities that life has to offer us because we are so full with what we've got. All the bad times you've experienced in your lifetime were no match for you. You've conquered all these problems. Do you realize that? Every day you thought you weren't going to make it, those absolutely unbearable times you prevailed, your survival rate is intact at 100%, and you're still going strong. Yes, you may be battered, you may be bruised, but you go on like the warrior that you are. And to keep on going, all you got to do is start changing the way you think. You can protect yourself from negativity, and that's what stops most people. Negative thoughts are disruptive, yet you can fortify your mind against negativity through the powerful application of gratitude. Gratitude erases negativity. When you're showing a spirit of gratitude from what you have, you're opening yourself up to more. I'm thankful for my life. I'm thankful to be an American. I'm thankful to be living in this part of the planet. I'm thankful to see another day. No, things aren't entirely what I want them to be. No, I don't have all the things I want to have, but I'm thankful that I'm still here. I have an opportunity, another day to live, another chance to contribute, another chance to make a difference in this life. The moment you start feeling abundant and worthy, you are generating wealth. The moment you're feeling empowered, you're beginning to step towards your success. The moment you start feeling whole, your healing begins. And when you love yourself and you love all that life has to offer, you'll create the cause and produce the effect. I feel very strongly that we can make an incredible difference in this world. Phyllis Mark once said, "Giving empowers you because it's taken to its ultimate. What you are really giving is love. Love is the motivating force behind the infinite supply of universal energy. Love truly makes the world go round. And with anything circular, it's going to keep coming back." But I always believed that I could do whatever I set my mind to. That's the only credit I will give myself is when other people break and give up and stop, I don't. And it comes down to the story you tell yourself about yourself. Now, if you don't know this quote, then you need to learn it and live by it. One can have no smaller or greater mastery than mastery over oneself. That's classic Da Vinci, and look where it took him. Da Vinci did amazing things with his life. I wanted to do equally amazing things with mine. And if that's the game we're playing, if I can construct my belief system, if I can choose at any moment to believe something that's more empowering than what I was believing in the moments before, then that will actually find its way into my action. Empowering beliefs enable you to do things that you wouldn't have been able to do when you harbored disempowering beliefs. In my opinion, the fundamental purpose of life is to acquire skills that enable you to create richer, more fulfilling experiences. You really need to focus in on a mission or have a higher purpose. Mother Teresa put this very well when she said, "Nobody will act for the many, but people will act for the one." And this really struck a chord with me because I instinctively knew this to be true. Take the COVID pandemic for an example. I was looking in disbelief at all the people suffering, yet I was not making a contribution. But when I thought of the one person, like my mom or dad, this moved me to act. I think everybody is motivated by two different things. One, you have the beautiful things in your life, the things that are going well, the things that you're grateful for, and the things you're moving towards. These are the things that you're very excited about. All of those things are beautiful things, and they do cause you to act. Now, the flip side of that equation are the things that are moving away from you. It's fear-based things. It's something that you absolutely refuse to let happen. So one example of this, and it's one that is incredibly potent for me, are all the people that want to see you fail. So to be clear, these folks are very different to the people who think you're going to fail. I actually don't have a lot of aggression towards people like that, but people that want me to fail, those people I have a lot of aggression for. And I find in very acute moments, the darkness serves you better. You can draw a lot of energy from people that want you to fail. It's a form of motivation that makes you get up and try harder than before. But ultimately, the light always defeats the darkness. So you need to pay much closer attention to the things that are beautiful, the things that you're grateful for, because the darkness becomes corrosive. If you spend too much time there, you start to become bitter, you start to become angry, you stop being optimistic, you stop seeing things in a way that's empowering and positive. And I mean, just think about the deep limbic system in our bodies. You perceive things as negative, it gets inflamed. I think negativity stops people from making progress. There's a whole host of neurological and physiological reasons why I think that being negative over the long run becomes very, very detrimental and holds you back. But from an acute standpoint, the experts have done all kinds of studies on this. If you want someone to be able to endure more pain, the surest way to get people to endure more pain is to let them get angry, let them be aggressive, and in doing that, people are able to withstand tremendous amounts of pain in the clinical trials. I'll say there's probably more than this, but in the clinical trials, they're able to withstand 200% more pain. This is a byproduct of pent-up anger and aggression. It drives you to expend more energy and waste less time on procrastination. So that's why I think trips to the dark side can serve you. If you experience procrastination or lacking in energy, simply having a list of people that would love to see you fail in front of you can be enough to jumpstart your productivity. We really need to create a philosophy that tricks our mind into doing what's necessary to succeed. So this list of haters will give you an energy surge, but it's also worth having a list of compelling reasons as to why you must succeed. This might be as simple as a list of people who are dependent on you. The greater the love, the closer they are, the more potent power this list will have to drive you. What you really need to do is take responsibility for where you are and where you're going. Too many failures in life blame their environment. They blame the government, the taxes, their parents, their lack of education, the economy, or some external factors, when the truth of the matter is that you are where you are because of the decisions you alone have made. This is what makes us different to cats, dogs, mice, birds, and every other living thing. We have the ability to think. We are self-aware. We know, and we know that we know. Dogs don't know their life is finite. They operate exclusively by instinct. Think of the goose. They will only fly south in the winter, never north, east, or west. They do this by instinct. And yet, as a human, you can hop on a plane and fly any direction you choose. You are literally creating your future in every moment. So think of life as a great sailboat. You can pitch the sails any way you choose. You can turn the rudder so that you can get to wherever you need to go, or you can let the waves toss you onto the rocks and perish. The choice is completely up to you. So take the time to plan, commit to your cause, execute the steps you need to take, and you will get through this. You will get to where you need to go.